Hello and a very warm welcome. I'm joined by Monique Kufuor, who's the founder of Bob Expo. Bob Expo is a platform for ethnic specific products, services, and business owners worldwide. Their aim is to give businesses the exposure deserved while enhancing networking and connecting businesses. Bob Expo does this by working closely with businesses, offering marketing and promoting their social media pages. Wow, it's a mouthful, Monique. It's incredible to think how Bob Expo has grown over the past couple of years, especially with the pandemic. That's not slowed anything down. It's been pretty much business as usual. How's the last 18 months been going for you?
Yes, you're right. So yeah, it has been business as usual. It was really upsetting to see that obviously a lot of the businesses were not able to run as they usually do, such as attending markets, which is how they get most of their exposure. But we just had to do things differently. And we just had to make sure that we're, promoting them on social media and just getting them to think of how they can do and work with their businesses, what needs to be done. Maybe they need help with their social media and services. So we did things a bit differently and just kind of brought the businesses in and still made an impact.
Yeah. And Monique, it was great to have you here last time. And, I always look forward to these interviews, catching up again, finding out where things have progressed and how things have been going. Talk to us how things, I know you've explained to us the last 18 months, but from where you were last time, the business, to where things are now, what new things have you implemented?
So when we last spoke, it was just our business exhibitions that we did and our online directory. But now we also have a members department. So that's one of the things that we launched over the past 18 months. So we still had connections with a lot of the businesses and they still needed help. So they've become members, which brings them in a lot closer because they already felt like Bob Expo members anyway, but we've made it official. So now, whenever they need something, they can, check in and book in accountability meetings, or if they need business support, we can connect them to the right professionals to help their businesses grow, because it's as well as events, these are the stuff that they need as well. So we have a members department, which is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and that's what I love about Bob Expo because yes, you're giving the practical skills and giving the support the businesses need to help them to grow, giving them the exposure that they need. But then you guys go a little bit further because what you also do is you give them those personal development skills, the accountability goals as well, because then that way they've got someone to be accountable for. Um, Talk to us. Tell us why you think these accountability aspects play a big part, and how we can even apply that to our own lives.
It's so important, because what we found was that a lot of these small business owners are on their own. It's just them, and they have so many incredible ideas. They have an amazing talent, but just having someone where they can bounce ideas off and also put goals down and be held accountable to achieve these goals and how they're going to achieve it just helps them to feel less foggy in the brain, as a lot of them say. So it's just so important. And like you said, in our personal lives, having an accountability partner or someone that can hold you accountable for reaching where you want to go is so important for growth, and for your journey.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. Are there any particular stories that stand out for you where you look and you think that's incredible, just to see where this person was a few years ago to seeing where they are now?
Yes, definitely. We worked, so during lockdown, we had a business owner. Well, she wasn't a business owner when she approached us. Had an business idea, and she became a member, and we began the accountability meetings every week. So it came from logo, from business logo to business plan to, all those things, to registering her business, to now she's a fully fledged business, and she's doing courses and helping women, on a social hub. So it's just incredible to see the confidence as well, in that person, the growth in the person from thinking, oh, I've got this idea, but I'm not sure, to now just owning her brand, which is just incredible to just see and watch.
That's a fantastic story to hear. Tell us about Bob Expo, how it started, where the idea came from, and how you've built it into this incredible business that it is today.
Okay, so I founded BOBEXPO in 2018, based on the two reasons. The first reason was I struggled to find ethnic specific products. So I couldn't just walk into your local store and find Afro hair products or even diverse books for my children. And what I realized was that this was a shared experience for people, that people had to go the extra mile to find these products. And then what I realized was that it wasn't as though these products and services were not available. They were there, but they were hidden. You know, people were usually made these amazing diverse books and selling it from behind their laptop in their house, or making these amazing hair products, Afro hair products, and just need the exposure. So what I realized then was that I could create the ideal connection between the right consumers looking for them and the business owners that are doing these and making these amazing diverse products. And yeah, just connecting them together. So that's where it came from, just that gap and that need in the market.
Yeah, and I think I like the fact that this started from something where you saw the need in the market, the gap. Kind of reminds me of the Virgin story with Richard Branson when he first started Virgin Air, because he was trying to get back home from holiday and he couldn't because there wasn't any planes available. And together, with a couple of mates, started, they put together something for a chartered flight, and Virgin Air was born through that. And likewise, you were in a situation where you couldn't find the products that you needed for what you wanted for your kids and for yourself also, and through that, that product was developed. How can you, is there a way, is that something that we can all learn by seeing what it is that is missing in our lives? Can we all make a business out of that, or is it for
Yeah,
the very few?
yeah, definitely, most definitely. I wouldn't say business is for everyone. Because you have to have certain, sort of resilience for it. And some people love their career. But if, when you create a business, it is that you are creating, solving a problem, essentially. Anything a business is solving a problem. So if you feel there's a gap in the market, that means there's a need for your business idea. So yeah, so if, for example, one of our members has created a personal development hub, so that when people need help, whether it's with finding a new career or counseling or business help, you could just go on there and find that. So she's solving a problem, and whatever it is, even if it's cakes, what do you see there's a need? Do you feel that, cakes are too expensive and you need something that's quick and fast? There's always a need to make life easier for us.
Yeah, definitely. And you're very passionate about your business and what you do. What is it that you enjoy the most about this whole experience?
Just it just amazes me, the businesses that I see. I think that I've seen it all, and then something comes along and I'm like, wow, that's really innovative. So like, many of the businesses are, the black owned brands are creating businesses from pain points. So you're not finding something in the market and they've made it, and it's just incredible just to see the amount of effort that goes into it, the time, the passion, and the idea. And yeah, it's just incredible just to see new businesses come. I'm always amazed.
And how much has technology helped in the advancement of these businesses?
Yeah, so technology has helped, especially with social media. I think social media is a really big one for the businesses, being able to get their brand out there a lot more, especially with the pandemic and not being able to just go out and be face to face with people. So that's really helped with them getting, and everyone's behind their phones now. So it's just, yeah, it's a good way for them as small businesses to get out there.
Yeah, and payment as well is much easier, isn't it, when buying
Exactly.
products?
Exactly. People can buy products, get things delivered. And I think that's how most people, our schedules are so busy. And, and that's what we encourage of a lot of the small businesses, that use it to your advantage. Get online, get on these online platforms, such as Etsy and all that, because there's people behind the computer that would love your products. So it has really helped with them. And also being able to be discovered in different cities other than where they are. So someone that's based in Manchester can still have clients overseas, and them just being able to see that is just empowering and motivating for them.
Now, before we get onto the business of your event, which is coming up soon, I just wanted to ask you, because you get to work with lots of businesses globally. I know that you've invested heavily in Africa as well, especially in Ghana. Um, Talk to us about what you can see happening in the future. Is there something that you've been enlightened to, that you can see that's not maybe in our peripherals right now, but you can see it coming, something that we can look forward to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, most definitely. I feel that but especially particularly with black-owned brands, I feel like they are the next thing for people to invest in, especially because their brands are profitable. They are, because they are solving a need. They're not reinventing the wheel, and I just see that more people now are going to be wanting to invest in them and discover them, and not just people from the Black community. I would encourage people from all over that these are the next businesses to invest in, and they're the game changers at the moment. So yeah, that's what I see in the future, that more than ever, that businesses are going to be wanted to be invested in.
where do you find the energy from? Because you don't stop, and
Yeah.
you're always full of energy, youthful as ever. Where does it all come from?
I would say my passion more than anything, because right now, I do feel, especially with the event coming up, feel absolutely exhausted, and overwhelmed at
Couldn't
times.
tell.
But just the passion, just knowing my why, always having to remind myself of why. And I would encourage everybody that's doing anything, always remind yourself of your why, because that's what will keep you going, knowing why you're doing it. So when you're feeling tired or anything, and this is why I'm doing it. But yeah, just making sure that, do that. But I do break, which is something that I did learn during the 18 months. Was that it's okay to pause. It is absolutely okay to just pause. And that helps. So sometimes if I decide at the weekend I don't want to do anything business related, I don't. And now I don't feel guilty. And that helps, because then you come back and you're able to give it your all the next day, or the next couple of days.
That's
So
right. Yeah, you can't pour from an empty cup.
exactly.
So unless you look after yourself first, then you can give unto others. Now,
Definitely.
you spoke about something really good, really interesting, your why. And, how do we find our whys? Is there a process of renewing your mind to that why each day, when that 5:30, 5 o'clock alarm goes off? Is the why just not there? How do we bring it to the forefront?
Very good question. It's really difficult when you're not motivated. But yeah, I think for what's helped for me personally is having my why written down. And that doesn't mean that I see it every day from where I've written it. But once you've written it, it's like you've set it in stone. Does that make sense? And just reminding yourself that, why am I doing this? So when you're feeling all down and you get up in the morning, just knowing, why am I doing this? Because it might be even the case where what you're doing is not where you really, we find different, sometimes we need to turn and do things differently. So knowing your why, and even within the 18 months of doing BOBEXPO, there's some things that I've had to kind of let go, because of my why, and knowing that actually it's not everything that I can be putting my hands in. So yes, and most definitely, just I would say writing it down, right? Speaking to yourself and writing it down. Why am I doing this? What is it I want to achieve? Who do I want to impact? And what do I want out of it? So that helps.
Yeah, definitely. It reminds me of something Zig Ziglar once said: "Do not be a wandering generality, but being meaningful, specific. And Monique, believe me, you are very specific in terms of what you do. Again, seeing your presence on social media, the message is, you're driving that same message home until it lands with people. And I think that's really important, the consistency of it. The past 18 months have been really difficult, but you've carried on, throughout that time, steadfast and just very consistent in your messaging. And, it's led to this incredible event coming up, which we would like to hear more about. Can you tell us about BOBEXPO's next event?
Yes, so we have our third business exhibition happening on Saturday, the 31st of July, so next week, in Manchester. We'll be giving the platform to 100 Black-owned brands, both providing products and service-based businesses to the public. So it's not only for business owners, but it's for the public to come and shop, discover, and network with these businesses. And it's just amazing what people will be able to find on the day.
Incredible. And since Boris has given us Freedom Day, we'll be free to come in there and enjoy all that the exhibition has to offer. Are there any spaces left for businesses to sign up, or is it all fully booked?
We are full on spaces. However, on the day, we will be registration will be open for our next event, and it will be at a discounted price if you do register on the day of the event. So if you have missed a spot, do not worry. Come along and sign up for the next event, and we will be able to facilitate as many people as we can.
That's fantastic. How can people find out about the event, the venue itself, times, and then also connecting with you as well?
Okay, so our email address is info@bobexpo.org, so that's BOBEXPO.org. Send us an email if there's any questions that you want about upcoming events or services. And you can follow us on Instagram, BOBEXPO_, to keep up to date with everything, all the businesses that will be exhibiting, so you can get a feel of what you'll find on the day. And if you want tickets, it's in our link in the bio on Instagram, or you can find us on Eventbrite, and tickets are free. So it's free to attend because we want you to come and we want you to spend your money on the businesses on the day. It also is a family-friendly event, so don't panic if you've got nowhere to put the kids. There will be face painting available for the kids to keep them entertained, and a drama class as well.
Incredible. Wow, Monique, it's been an absolute joy just having you here today, hearing your story, finding your why, and just out of a need for yourself, your family, came this business, and now it's meeting the needs of many people and supporting businesses and helping them to expand and grow. Thank you so much for sharing your time and experiences here with us here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amos.